Hello and welcome to this tour of A Digital Leeds. My name is Matt Allen. I'm one of the two artists that run Closed Forum who have been commissioned by Leeds 2023 to create A Digital Leeds. Here's a little bit of background.
Commissioned by Leeds 2023, Closed Forum will be presenting a digital world built on the platform GatherTown at Leeds Digital Festival 2021. To do this, we started with the map of Leeds. We split it into 3 areas, thinking it could be 3 maps. Then we looked at this area in the middle, this imaginary space between. This is A Digital Leeds. We built it out into a floating island. We knew it was going to be hosted in GatherTown, but we didn't want it to just look identical to other spaces within GatherTown. We bought some 2D video game assets, edited some, made some of our own, then we hand-placed a few thousand objects on Photoshop and built out different locations on our digital space. We built a theatre, a cinema, a stage, a cafe, an art gallery, and some art studios, and lots more. And here it is. This is A Digital Leeds.
So here is in the tutorial area, we've just put some of the basic instructions again. So if you need any of these instructions that we're giving you now repeating, they're really easy to find and all the information you need. Interactive objects will glow yellow when you walk up to them, so you'll know that they're interactive, and it'll also say press X to interact at the bottom. If it's an image, it'll also show you a preview. So as you can see here on this signpost, it's a map. We've made a map of the full area on signposts around, as you're only seeing your mini-map of the room you're in. And here you can see all the different rooms that we've created. So here is the tutorial area where we are now. Here is the forest stage. We've built a theatre, artist camp, and a whole artist town. And I know it looks a bit massive and overwhelming, but don't worry, it's pretty easy to find your way around. As we've just walked into a different room, so here's a mini map of this area. So we've got forest stage, the breakout tents, information about Leeds 2023, and some more breakout tents. So let's look over at the forest stage. So again, if you walk onto this stage, anyone that's on this stage is now spotlighted to the whole room. Walk off and you're no longer spotlighted. Walk on and you can see at the bottom you are spotlighted again. And just as a reminder, that means everyone can hear what you're saying, so you can. It's like just being on a real stage with a microphone. Just next to the stage, we've got a closed caption, which will be used for upcoming events. And the way that works, same with every other object, you just walk up to it, press X to open, and then you click this link and it will take you to the closed captioning. And if we go back to GatherTown and re-enter, we can also hear everything that's happening on the stage, and whenever we need the closed captions, click over to this tab. Here are the 3 Leeds 2023 tents. Let's just go in one of them. So there's interactive objects in each one. So if we just show one, click this link and it'll open up an external link so that you can favourite it, bookmark it, and then if you just go back to the tab of A Digital Leeds at the top and re-enter. The way we've built this is we want to make it really clear when you're walking into another space. So you see these pink lines here, that means we've created a door to another space. So if I walk through these pink lines, we're now in a whole other room. So if I click on my mini-map, you can see now I'm just in a room that's just this space here. And if I walk out and click on my mini-map here in this room, you can see I'm in this bigger space here. So these 2 pink lines are what doors look like. So here's just another sign to show you where you are in the world. And these are dotted around as brown street signs that will show you exactly where you are. Let's go into the theatre, Adam.
Into the theatre.
So here, you'll, just like any theatre, you'll find a bar up front, and we've added some private conversation spaces. And usually whenever you see a table or chairs or a bench in the world, it's a private conversation space. So the way that this works is only people in this little space here that's lit up can hear me talk. So if Adam wasn't following or spotlighting me, then he wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. And as soon as he walked back into the square, he'd be able to hear what I'm saying. And if I'm bored of talking to Adam, I just want to walk down here and talk to someone else that's sat at this table, then we can have a private conversation. We've added artworks around the whole world. So a lot of them have little signs to tell you what they are, but you'll find them hidden in every location. So there's a mix of YouTube videos, music files, podcasts, digital artworks, poems, photography. The list just goes on and on and on.
Video game demos.
Game demos.
A huge list.
Yep, and a lot of artist websites. And we're really trying to highlight all the different, like the vast variety of artists that are working in Leeds at the moment. So like here, there's a lovely poem that we've had submitted. And if we walk over into the theatre area, again we've got closed captions that work the same as before at the back and also up the front, so anyone can come and click on them and use them. And then if I take my seat, each one is a private space, so I can't hear anyone else talking next to me, and I'd be able to hear whoever's on the stage, because just like the other stages, this is a spotlight square. So if I'm talking on this stage, everyone in the theatre will be able to hear me, and you have to be inside the theatre to be able to hear me, just like at a real event you wouldn't be able to hear them from outside. So if you're wanting to attend an event that takes place in the theatre, all you have to do is just come into this building and you'll be able to hear the people talking on stage from anywhere inside this room. One other thing we've done to make navigation a little bit easier is we've set up shortcuts. So around the world you'll see these little futuristic platforms surrounded by the pink lines to indicate that they're doors that give you shortcuts. So for example, this is a shortcut back to the forest stage, so you don't have to walk all the way back there. So if you walk into this, and we're back here. Hi Adam.
Great.
The little black signs are mini maps of the areas, so you can see everything labelled up. And if you see a Brown Street sign, then that is a full map of everywhere, so you can see where you are compared to everything else.
There's also 2 hidden Brown Street signs, which are actually works of art as well, so keep your eye out for those.
Here is the artist campsite. So a few different organisations in Leeds have been represented by these lovely tents, and we're hoping to keep growing this section out with more and more organisations to represent like the huge diverse amount of work that's in Leeds. So this is ours. Of course I've got to show you ours. So that's a little digital Adam and Matt up there, so we're always there to host you. And then there's a link to our website in here, a demo for our most recent project, Anxiety Arcade, that's launching as part of Compass Festival in May, and some information about one of our other projects. And over time we'll be populating this with more and more projects that we're working on. Let's just show one more. So the Grief series is an amazing project led by Leeds-based artist Ellie Harrison that has 7 different projects that have spanned over 10 years, and each of these interactive objects here will take you to information about one of the 7 stages of the Grief series. So I'll let you come in here and explore by yourself. There's also a podcast and a direct link to their website. So as you can see, we've already explored the theatre, the artist camp, the artist forest, the tutorial area. So now there's just the artist town to explore. So let's go up there. Also, we wanted to make something that it's a platform that can grow and can keep expanding over the next few years. So if we walk here into these artist studios, anyone that's been to East Street Arts, Patrick Street Studios may recognise the layout that this is loosely inspired by. But we wanted to make something that is like explorable, fun, full with artworks, like you can see there's another one here, but also has room to grow. So like each of these is a private area for conversations, but also could be an artist studio, so it could host, each of these could host an individual artist's work. Click here, see where we are. So we've just been into the artist studio, the shops, an art gallery, a cafe and a cinema. This is one of my favourite spaces. So we've made an art gallery, so there's like a big piece of art here which is some music by an artist, Check the Robot, who we collaborated with last year. Up here there's some different artworks. You can see on the signs it tells you the artist's name, and then you just have to walk up and interact with them. So here again you can see the artist's name, and there's their artworks up here. Again, artist name on the board, artworks to interact with. And some of them will be YouTube videos that you can open up and play. Some of them will be links to external websites. There's a huge variety, so it's really worth having an explore. So if we walk over here, we're now at the cafe space, which has got one big private conversation area outside. And inside it has different smaller private areas and some artworks to discover. Like here's a lovely image that's been submitted by Clooney. So if I click on the eye there, it tells me what it is. And I can close it by pressing X again, or by pressing the little X up there. So if you ever open something and you can't close it, just click the little X with your mouse, or just click X on your keyboard. And again, there's more shortcuts. So if I wanted to go right back to a forest stage or to the artist camp, I could just walk into these little platforms here, and it would take me straight back to them. And the cinema is, in layout, it's quite similar to a theatre. So we have some artist work, which everything again opens up by pressing X, and you can see what you can interact with because it glows. And then in the cinema, we made this whole area one YouTube video, so we can change it out with different artists' work and different videos at different times, so that you can all come in here and watch artists together. And this could be a YouTube live stream or just something that people can come watch in their own time. And then there's a little spotlight area here if you want to make an announcement to the whole of the cinema. Right now the furthest space away from here is the theatre. So if I walk into this, it'll take me all the way to outside the theatre. And if you ever get a little bit lost, like I said earlier, all you have to do is click here and click reset your position, and here I am back at the start. And we've set up a load of shortcuts right next to the start to make things a lot easier. So there's 3 ways to navigate, really. You can navigate yourself by walking around. You can follow someone, which means I can find them no matter where they are. So if I... Adam, stop following me. Thanks. So now if I want to follow Adam, it shows me it takes me straight to him. And if I want to see where he is, locate on map, and there's a line, and I can walk up myself. But if I didn't really want to walk around the space or follow anyone, and I just want to get straight to where I'm going, I want to go to an event at a forest stage, and I'm here, ready for the event. And if I reset my position, and I want to go to, look, it shows me here, Adam's at the forest stage. And if I want to go to the artist camp, here we are. Let's take a shortcut to the cinema. Reset my position, and I want to get to the theatre. Just walk down here, and I'm inside the theatre. Okay, I think that's a long enough tour. Hi, Adam. So there's plenty to explore and plenty of artworks to find, and there's also going to be different events hosted in this platform. So thanks for coming on this tour with me, Adam.
No worries.
And thanks for taking the time to build this world out with me.
Well, thank you very much as well.
Okay, bye.
Bye.